welcome back to my channel, or hello if you are new. I'm Haley and I talk about like motherhood, activities, homeschool a little bit, and I'm just so happy that you're here. So today I have a rare like 30 minutes to an hour to myself on a weekday, which just never happens. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I love to do activities with my kids, but I like to keep them simple, mess-free, quick prep. I just don't have time for sensory bins and activities that just take like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes to set up. So we are all about the quick prep and all about fostering skills in our toddlers and our preschoolers and helping them learn through play. I am going to share a couple Christmas themed activities for you guys to do with your little ones. As you can see, we've already decorated for Christmas around here. It might be a little early, but you know what? You only live once, so we're gonna do it. Okay, so the first activity, when you're prepping it, it gets your kids working on their fine motor skills, working on some scissor skills, which are really, really great for toddlers, or tearing for little ones, practicing taping. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a countdown chain. So we have a bunch of papers that my daughter and my husband already did this morning. I think we're gonna like number them, like 30 days left, you know, counting down. And then every day before Christmas, they're going to cut it, and it's just like a fun countdown. You probably have done this maybe like when you were in elementary school or something, but it's pretty fun. Another fun twist, which I did in the past with them, which I'm not doing this year because I have something else planned, is you can write a little fun activity or holiday bonding thing to do with your family, like read a holiday book. So that way when they cut off that chain, there's like a little thing that you do each day. It's another fun twist to kind of make it more special and meaningful and just like a fun bonding experience. I really do feel that our kids act out, don't sleep well, like do all these things because they need to get their buckets filled, you know? Just like we as adults need to get our buckets filled in our relationship or in whatever else it is, your kid needs that too. And if you fill their mom and dad bucket or their caregiver bucket, it really does change the dynamic in your family. So the second one, I am trying to be a little better with introducing some more like messy play in a simple way, in a really easy way. So what we're gonna do in the second activity, you're just gonna grab some green paint, some toilet paper rolls. I have literally a stockpile of these, but I definitely recommend you do that. You're gonna dip them in paint and you're gonna create a Christmas tree using the toilet paper roll. It's a different way of painting, right? You're getting them to think outside the box, work on their fine motor skills. It's painting, but hopefully a little bit less messy, and it's just really fun. Again, it takes 2 seconds to grab paint, toilet paper rolls, and a piece of paper. The prep is literally done in 30 seconds, and you can decorate with, you know, some glitter if you're feeling into it, or stickers once it's dried as ornaments, or you can cut out different ornaments, and when it's dried, you can work on gluing the ornaments. There's so many ways to do it as like a fun, festive, hopefully not too messy of a messy activity. All you need for this next activity, try to make that look cool. All you need for this next activity is some painter's tape, ideally in blue, and your floor, non-carpeted. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna tape some stars, aka snowflakes, on the ground. You can either do like Flora's lava with it and they have to get to the snowflake, or you can do like a hopscotch with the snowflakes. You can practice jumping backwards, you can practice like tiptoeing, you can practice leaping over them. There's so many great ways to work on like gross motor skills and make it like fun and Christmassy. And again, it took me 10 seconds, not even, to grab this. Do as many or as little as you like. And quite frankly, whenever I do a tape activity on my ground, it stays there for like weeks, maybe months. I'm not kidding. So I love tape activities. Okay, this next one I haven't done with my toddlers yet. So when you see the clips, you'll see how it goes. But basically we're gonna do like a spin on Christmas lights, but make it fine motor and learning, of course. We're gonna use clothespins and we're gonna use some twine. So you're gonna hang the twine either, like you can do it from a counter, or you can do like between 2 chairs or a cabinet. You can kind of wherever you want to put this. A windowsill if it's like low, and you're going to hang it. And then you're going to give your toddler, depending on their age, my 2.5-year-old, I'm probably just going to give him, you know, a variety. And he can work on pinning them up and making Christmas lights, and in reverse, taking them off. It is pretty tricky. I feel like in the past when I've done clothespin activities with my little one, my youngest, he was still in that phase where he could just take them off. So I would work in reverse. I would make the Christmas lights and he would pull them off. But I think that this year he might be able to clip them on. So we'll work on that. And for my preschooler, even though she would have a ton of fun with that, I don't doubt one bit, I will probably make it a little more learning based. So either make it a pattern where I start the pattern and then she has to finish it with the colors, or maybe I would do her alphabet ones and have her kind of line them up. Or maybe I would put like the uppercase letters and she would have to match the lowercase letters. There's so many different ways that you can turn this into learning and fun. Even honestly, my 2.5-year-old, he's working on his numbers. It would be really fun to have him do like number 1. Which one comes next? So that's a number 2. So that's a really fun way to make the activity extended. Any of these activities, you can really tailor them to your specific child and where they're at. And you can continue to use the same activity and just kind of tweak it for years. Like, that's what's so great about learning activities and simple activities. And these are reusable. Keep the twine, roll it back up, keep the pins, and you can reset it up and do it again over and over and over, and I love that. Unlike, like the messy play stuff where you can't reuse that paint. And the last activity that I'm going to share today, because I'm only going to share 5, but subscribe if you're liking these, because I will continue to share more this holiday season. And of course, make sure you're following me on Instagram, because I do 24 days of activities in December. I might start those a little bit early this year. Either way, make sure you are following, because I give you 24 days of activities that are really simple for you to follow along every single day in my stories. But my last one that I'm sharing today just includes some marshmallows. You can do pom-poms or cotton balls if you want to, and some chopsticks and a bowl. My kids loved this one last year, and so I'm sure they're gonna be excited to do this one again. But basically, you're just gonna put the marshmallows in a bowl. They're gonna try to use the chopsticks to pinch it and walk across the room. You can put like a line of tape, or you can just have them walk and put it in another bowl, and they're transferring, but they're doing it in a way that's a little bit unique, right? Like, I do ball transfers with spoons a lot, or transfer with tongs, but this is kind of a fun twist on the transfer activity. And again, you can make it different by walking backwards or tiptoeing, things like that, just to kind of make it more challenging if you have an older kiddo, or if your kiddo is doing really well, keep changing things up to keep them interested. Those are 5 simple activities. As you can see, they all take minutes, if not seconds, to prep, and they usually, I feel like my kids play with them for at least 10 plus minutes. But that being said, no kid is the same. My kids have days where they don't want to play, and that is the beauty of quick prep activities. If I take 30 seconds to set up this and they don't play at all, okay, I lost 30 seconds. Cool. If I take 20 minutes to set up an elaborate sensory bin and they don't play, then I lost 20 minutes. Let me know in the comments which ones you try out and which ones your kiddos really love. Or if there's any variations that you do that your kid really loved. I'd love to know, and tag me on Instagram, please, if you are sharing them on there. Thank you so much, and make sure you subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. Thanks.